I would like to welcome my guest today. Her name is Margie Candy from Mosselbay. And I'd like to welcome you, Margie, to the Mindful Practice podcast show. And it's so wonderful to have you here today.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I want to get to know you better today, your personal story. And we have crossed our paths because we're doing an international business energetics academic course together. And I think you're a lovely lady. You're also the entrepreneur of an alternative healing business called Energy and Chi. And we'll talk about that. I want to start by you telling the listeners about yourself, where you grew up, what was your childhood years like, and where did you go to school?
I grew up in Germiston in Gauteng.
Ah,
My dad was one of the top shots at Eskom. So we had an Eskom house, but it was right opposite a railway line. So I was
ah,
never allowed outside the garden gate by myself. I always had to
mm,
be accompanied. My mother was very protective.
mm.
And so at standard five, at the age of 12, 13, I was sent off to boarding school in Pretoria, to a girls' boarding school
Wow.
run by nuns, which was it was a good basis for my childhood. I didn't
Mm.
love it, but I didn't hate it. I'm sort of the kind of person that, my mother said do this, and I did
Yeah.
that. It was regardless of whether I wanted to or not.
Mm.
But it was a good grounding,
Yeah.
and even now, meeting up with school friends, and it was really an interesting thing. So
Mm.
once I was massaging from Bedford Centre,
Mm.
and a girl came in and she was about 3 years older than me at school, and she
Yeah.
wanted me to massage her at her home. So I went to her home, and her son and his friends were sleeping in the lounge. She said, "You'll have to massage me on my bed." And the only way this was acceptable was because we'd been at boarding school together. Had it been anybody else, it would have been like,
Okay.
I don't think so.
Feels, would you describe it as like a sisterhood?
I think so, yes. There's
Mm.
that bond. There's
Yeah.
definitely a bond with the girls at DSG. Yeah.
Was it very
And
strict?
then it was pretty strict. It was kind, but it was strict. You had your
Okay.
boundary.
Yeah.
And then at the end of standard eight, at 15 going on 16, I moved to Canada. My dad was
Really?
offered a job. Yeah, so we went to Montreal for 4 years, and that was an eye opener.
Okay.
From a girls' boarding school run by
Yeah.
nuns to a North American high school, it took me a year to adjust. It was like
Really?
totally opposite ends of the
Mm.
spectrum.
Mm.
I sort of said to a girl on the first day, what are the prefects like? And she said, "What's a prefect?"
Wow.
Yeah, so that was, yeah. And, no smoking, but you couldn't breathe in the bathroom for people smoking. And if the teacher didn't earn your respect, they didn't get your respect. There was
Yeah.
no automatic standing up when the teacher walked in like,
Mm.
we were used to.
Totally
Yeah,
different
no, that
culture.
was totally different. Yeah.
And the
But
weather, I
then,
would think.
yeah, no, I don't do snow. There was one Christmas morning where it,
Yeah.
it had snowed. It had snowed, and the snowplow comes along and sort of moves all the snow from half the road into your
Yeah.
driveway. And it was my parents and I skied to church for Christmas morning, which was quite
Really?
fun. Just like down the road, across the park, down the road. So we cross
Mhm.
country skied to church. It was quite fun. People, good morning, happy Christmas.
Mm.
But then having to shovel that snow afterwards was, oh no, it was horrible. And not being able to open a window for 6 or 7 months are just like, no.
Mm.
So I actually
Wow.
came back for a school reunion. A friend of mine said the school was having its centennial, so I came back. So then
Right.
I met my to-be ex-husband, and we returned to Canada and decided no, South Africa was home. South Africa's in
All
my
right.
in
So,
my solar
so
plexus.
you've been
And
back and
even
forth between South Africa and Canada a few times.
yeah, I only
Mm.
went back the once, but it was like
Okay.
I'd love to go back again just to see my school
Visit.
friends.
Uh,
Yeah, thank God for Facebook, because at least with Facebook I could
true.
connect with some very
Oh,
special
that's interesting. And your siblings and your now family?
folks are now dead. They're both a little bit dead. And my one brother is 9 years older than me. He lives in Germiston still. My other brother is 6.5 years older than me. He's living in England.
Mm.
He
Okay.
plays the bagpipes. He actually was
Oh,
one of the pipers behind the Queen's funeral procession
really?
to the
Wow.
Abbey.
How
Yeah,
prestigious. Yeah.
yeah, we're quite proud of him.
Mm. And your children now in
Yep,
the
my
house?
son is almost 40. He's teaching in Cambodia, and my daughter's
Oh,
37 nearly, and she massages the Lions rugby team in Joburg.
My word. What an
She's
interesting
a tiny
family you
little
have.
girl. Yeah, she's
Where did life take you after your schooling?
okay. Then when I came back, I did
Mm,
a sort of assortment of temporary reception jobs and worked with a woman. So what I found, Bronwyn, is that
mm,
people have become, I call them the light posts on my journey.
yeah.
So my neighbor in Canada, she introduced me to healthy cooking, healthy muffins, and yoga and reflexology.
Okay.
And I came back here and I worked with a girl. There was just the two of us. It was her business. She was selling boat building foam, high density foam that you put between
Yeah.
your what's the word I'm looking for? Fiberglass when you're making a
Mm,
boat. So it sort of helps absorb
okay.
the shock and it keeps it quiet. And working with her was great. She was into NLP, so she introduced me to
Ah.
NLP.
Mm-hmm.
And then we both worked for a company selling electrical insulation, so cable and copper wire and
Yeah.
mica boards and copper and tapes. Yeah. So there it was interesting because I said to the MD the once, he said, "You're not happy. What do you actually want to do?" And I said, "I'd love to sell vitamins." He said, "Well, take some days off, go and investigate."
Mm,
Germiston to the northern suburbs was like, no, I don't think so.
mm,
So I sold electrical insulation at that company I was there for 10 years.
okay.
Another good grounding, the relationships built in that company were still
Okay.
very close. But
Okay.
I was bored one day and then I
Yeah.
discovered Shiatsu. It's like, that's what I want to do.
Oh, really? And how old were you then?
This was in 2000, so I was around
Okay. 20.
40, age of 40, yeah.
Okay. And
Because
that,
I had done reflexology in 1994, which opened the door for Chinese medicine, which is really one of my passions. I mean,
mm,
I'm sitting opposite a bookcase
mm,
that wide with books on Chinese medicine, that
mm,
thick.
mm,
So yeah, so Shiatsu was good. I stopped working and I was working for myself with Shiatsu. And then Colin, who I'm with now,
mhm.
I moved in with him. So the need to earn money wasn't there, because he supported me. So I sort of
Right.
ran a business from home.
Hmm.
Physical massage, I don't love, but Chinese medicine, the theory,
Okay.
I love.
And just for people that don't know what it is, if you had to describe it in a few sentences.
Sure. Shiatsu is the same as acupuncture, but we don't use needles, we use
Hmm.
our fingers. Now, this is an important point. If people go to a physio and they get acupuncture, that's not acupuncture, that's dry needling. That's putting a needle into a knot in a muscle to try and loosen it.
Mm,
Whereas in Chinese medicine, we are activating the flow of energy down the meridians.
mm,
So it's like activating a flow, removing rubbish from a river, so that
mm.
if the flow of chi can go, then we're healthy.
Okay. So just using the fingers. Okay, cool.
And the hands. Shiatsu actually means finger pressure, but yeah,
Okay.
using hands to stimulate and
Hands.
using
Yeah.
fingers to
It sounds
trace
very
and
similar to quantum touch, actually. Sounds very similar.
you're using more breath work while you're doing it.
Mm,
That's a little bit too. I mean, I did that as well. It's a bit
mm.
zen for me. I like to be active. I mean, like many people know this point. They'll say,
Mm.
if you've got a headache, press here,
Yes, I know.
which
I
is
was I
right.
was once at a function where a friend of mine did that to me. I had a severe headache at this function and he pressed it and I nearly went through the roof, but the headache was gone. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, because it's an excellent point for pain, but it's more specific for a headache on the face
Mm.
because the large intestine
Yeah.
meridian runs like this.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So it's less effective for here you would use GB21 for
Right.
a headache here.
Mm.
And then I mean
Okay.
this pertains to the stomach, this pertains to the liver, this pertains to stress, this pertains to the gallbladder. So
Uh,
headache, yeah.
yeah, no, it's fascinating, the world of alternatives. And it's for me, it's really effective because it goes to the root of where the problem lies. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so that was your passion and it became something you did. And then how did it evolve over the years? Did you stick to that module or did it change in a way?
Well, along the way, then I came across Brad Nelson and the emotion code, and then the body code, and I did quantum touch, and I did
Mm,
the dawn method as well, which is
mm,
also the dawn method is where you sort of you hold the spine and you move it. So let me take it easier. If
mm,
you put your fingers under your ears here,
right.
you can possibly feel if one of your bones sticks out a little bit more than the other.
Really? Sure.
So just under here, yeah.
Mm,
mean, if you've got like a sore neck or something, you can feel. And then you press as you move the head. So
Right.
it's not like chiropractic, oh, ruk and druk.
Mm,
Here you're actually helping with the muscle movement to help realign the bones. So
I see.
that's what the Dawn method is.
Yeah,
But
so
what,
it's all about alignment, right? And alignment
yeah,
then gets the flow right, and the if you get the flow right, you enhance the whole body through the cells.
yep,
It's phenomenal. It's a phenomenal process. I had a friend of mine here yesterday, and we did the process of quantum touch and access bars, and
wonderful.
I was even amazed at the mobility she got just from, getting the cells rejuvenated. So
Oh,
cool.
actually, bars is fabulous.
Yeah.
It's again, it's too zen for me. I battle to be still.
Mm. Okay. That's cool. And where are you now located, and how did you arrive there?
Colin said that we needed a place to have a holiday home, and I wanted Western Cape. So we went looking on the Western Cape. And I mean, I
Mm,
love the Western Cape, but he said no. I think he needed to be closer to hospitals and
okay.
civilization. So
Right.
one day somebody at work said to him, "What about Dana Bay?" So he phoned
Mm,
me up, and I looked up Dana Bay, and
mhm.
yeah, just loved it. So Dana Bay is about 10 k's outside of Mosselbay on the way to Cape Town. So it's
Okay.
a little
Yes.
suburb that's sort of on a hill facing the mountain, I mean, facing the sea. So there's nothing
Okay.
between me and the South Pole. So
Ah,
the
so
view
everybody's got a
is
really good
stunning.
view most of the
Pretty
time.
much. Most, yeah. You've all
Mm,
got somebody behind you, unfortunately.
yeah.
But
But
yeah,
the
our
sea.
criteria was that we needed not too many people. We needed a flat garden for the dogs, and I needed a space for my business. So
Mm,
after 16 months and flying backwards and forwards, my estate agent friend phoned me one day and she said, I found your house. I'm not putting it on the market. When can you come and buy it?
oh, wow.
So,
And that
we
was the
came around
house.
the next week and yeah, and we bought it. So it's perfect.
And how
It's
long has it
big.
been since you're there?
We bought it 2013, and then in 2014, my mother died, and
Mm,
so I came down. I said to Colin and my daughter, "I'm going down. You know, it's pointless sitting up in Boxburg if I want to be here." So
mm,
I came down to get my business up and running, which
mm-hmm,
worked. I met
mm,
numerous people because what's really nice in Russell Bay, because it's a small town,
yeah.
and there's a group that has a business meeting every Wednesday. So it's kind of like
Mm,
BNI, but not as
mm,
strict and
sure.
formatted.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I met heaps of people, discovered wonderful places, and
That's
yeah,
lovely.
so Mossel Bay is really it's such a home now. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's a second home to a lot of people I know, people that's gone there for camping many, many years. And even myself, my family also went camping there when I was very little. So fond memories of Mossel Bay, definitely.
Mm, mm.
You strike me as a very wise woman, and I'd like to know what your life lessons has been over the years.
Life lessons. Oh, Bronwyn, I don't even know where to start. I think what I would love my legacy to be is to enable people to know that things can change.
Yeah.
Because the way things have progressed now, just to step back a little bit, when I was doing shiatsu massage and my client was lying on the bed and I'd have my hands on their back,
Mm,
I could feel that because the rhomboids, the muscles in between the spine and the shoulder blades, they're under the control of the liver, and the emotion of the liver is anger, irritability, and frustration. And so I could tell, I'd say, oh, you've got a male person aspect that's annoying you. And they go, yeah. And
mhm.
I'd say, put that energy under my hands. And as they did, I could then pull it out and throw it away.
So cool.
And then I would find that actually the muscle beneath that was so much more easy to manipulate, which made me
Mm,
realize that, okay, we do store so much in our bodies. And
mm,
then Brad Nelson coming along with the emotion code and removing it. So the way I progress now is that if I have a client and I'll say to them, okay, where on your body do you feel a sensation when you think of that person thing occurrence?
mm.
And wherever they feel it, it's like you can physically take it
I
out
know. I
and
know.
remove it,
It's very
but
cool.
convert it into something like ozone, you know.
Mm,
So just educating people in the
mm,
world that you don't need to carry that burden on you. You can release
yeah,
it and have lightness.
exactly. Yeah. It is a big aha moment for some people who doesn't think of it like that, who gets
Yeah,
just stuck in the heaviness of it. I mean, the number
yeah.
one thing that I know that people that I help, the number one thing they say is, I feel lighter. I feel lighter.
Exactly.
I
They
feel
all
lighter.
say, I feel so
Yeah.
much lighter.
Yeah.
I've got a
How are you enjoying the Business Energetics Academy? Let's talk about that.
Oh, it's amazing. That moment, when so your clients and life is a reflection of you. It's all a mirror.
True.
And I was thinking, if I want people to step into my program, I've got to. And then I contacted Love at Lenka.
Mm.
And when Lorna said to me, because she sent me an email about some other course, and I thought she was talking about me having applied to be on the waiting list. And when she said, I can fit you in now, it was like, oh my God, 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 oh my God.
Yeah.
And Stephanie, it's been,
It's been a few months as well for you, right?
yeah, it's been 6 months for me. And
Okay.
I kind of realized that nothing much was happening. It was all learning, planting seeds, because now it's August.
Mm.
Now things are going to go kaboom. My friend Kim is just
Yeah.
finishing up, sorting out my website, and I'm
Hmm.
been recording programs on Meet Your
Yeah.
Higher Self and sprinkling magic in your business with feng shui. So I want these programs to be for sale on my website. So
Mm.
August is definitely when the buds are opening. The jasmine is already
Yeah.
flowering, and
And then
that's kind of the way I feel.
spring is new blooms and everything new. Spring is new for me too. Um,
Mm.
yeah, it's a fantastic journey. I think it is a journey, it takes time to expand oneself and to grow oneself. But if you're passionate about it, if that is your thing, I am equally passionate about it. Future, foresee for your future or want for your future.
I kind of, okay, I turned, although my friend said you never say the words, but I turned 66 in July, and I kind of have this thing that I'm going to be doing energy work until I'm 70. And then when I'm 70, I'm going to totally change and I'm going to study different religions to find out how they interlink and why they're different. And I'm going to do trading.
Oh, wow.
Whether that happens or not, I don't know. But
Okay.
that's the thing at the back of my mind. Just,
But it just
but the,
shows, I mean, you're not like done with life at 70, life is only just
oh, no.
starting you're finding excitement there. Yeah.
Well, I found, that turning 60 was interesting because suddenly you get welcomed to the club. That was weird. And
The
it's like
Sasakyu.
yeah, and you can go and get a pensioner's card, which is a very bittersweet moment, because it's nice to have, but and then when you turn 65, it's such a slap in the face because at
Really?
65, women get told you 65 now you have to leave work.
Mm,
And then I just found, thank God I don't have a job that I have to leave because I'm 65.
exactly. I also
Because
can't see that. Yeah.
no, that's just insulting, really, you know.
Yeah, I mean, some people just want to continue doing the things that bring them joy at
Yeah.
that age, I think. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't know if I'll change to 70 because the energy work is just so rewarding.
Mm.
And so,
Yeah.
I mean, my favorite story was a young man of about 50. He had had two things forced on him when he was little. And it had created, so the
Traumatic.
first one, he was visiting a friend and the friend was being forced to, and then another time he had fallen in a dirty swimming pool and was having a shower, and his friend got in the shower with him. And it created so much trauma in him that he started having fits, like epileptic fits, but they weren't epileptic fits.
Mm.
And he couldn't go to school because he would have between 5 and 8 a day.
Sure.
And his mom brought him to me. She met him through my friend Natasha, who does Reiki.
Hmm.
And and I said to him, he told me the story, and I said to him, so okay, so where in your body do you feel? And he removed that emotion. And then I said to him, so when you think about that little 8-year-old boy now, how do you feel? And he went, it's just a story.
Mm. That's
So
true.
the
It is,
trauma was gone.
yeah. It is the meaning we give things that
Yeah,
determines our behavior.
sure,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And it's all stuck here. And when you can undo that, then it's amazing what it unlocks. Um,
Oh, so, yeah, huge. And now, I mean, now he's back at school and he's just got his motorbike license. And
it's good.
I
Yeah.
must admit, he worked with me for a while and he worked with a hypnotist as well. But
Mm,
between the two of us, we got it. And he's just such a gorgeous child. He's just
yeah.
gorgeous.
I'm sure you have many stories of people's lives that you've literally changed, and that's the rewarding thing and the beauty of what one do
Yeah,
in this
yeah.
industry.
That's that's just
Yeah.
my favorite one.
Yeah. Well, Margie, thank you so much for your time. It was nice to
Thank
get to a
you.
glimpse of who you really are. You strike me as a very warm person and very caring soul. And just thank you. And I hope we put this out there and people see another side to you that maybe they haven't seen before and can appreciate your story because when you tell your story, others find you more relatable. And we see the
Mm,
human in you, which is my
mm.
brand.
Thank
See the
you.
human first.
I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And
Thank
then
you. Margie, I really appreciate your time.
welcome.
Keep well.
You too.